cats, dogs, rabbits, or exotic animals like lizards or capybaras. Oh, well, they're just adorable. But alas, not all people on Earth treat animals with love, and some bad people are awful to them. Fortunately, these poor four-legged creatures have some hope, just like the heroes of today's video. Grab some tissues because these stories are really touching. And let's get it on. Many people dream of having a dog. It's believed that this animal is man's best friend and it will never offend us or betray us. Besides, it's an excellent defender, a companion for games, and just a fun home dweller. But sometimes it happens that pet owners do not appreciate this devotion. Our first story is about this good girl here. For a long time, no one could believe how badly the owners treated her, because at first glance, this fluffy houseguard was no different from her fellows. Well, she had fur, 4 paws, a tail, and everything else. But there was something different in this dog's eyes. They were filled with incredible sadness and some strange longing. It seemed that the poor animal was tired of living and she completely forgot how to be happy. At some point, the concerned neighbours noticed the poor beast and found that she was lonely, tied to a short chain and practically didn't get any food. They wrote several complaints to various organisations, but as it often happens, nobody paid attention to the misery of this unhappy dog. Seeing that, the neighbours decided to act. For several months, they constantly fed the animal, so that she would at least become a little stronger. People brought her sausages, bones, meat, and other delicious. We're sure you want to know something about the owners of this dog. Of course, you already know that they're cruel people, but it turned out that this dog wasn't just a burden to them, but a convenient punching bag for them to vent their anger. Moreover, the poor and tormented dog was chained in the backyard for more than 10 years. Just imagine, the animal couldn't run or play for a whole decade. Yes, the dog had the opportunity to take a few steps to the right, to the left, forwards and backwards, but that's nothing compared to real freedom. Regardless of the season and weather conditions, the fluffy creature spent all of her days on the street. The dog didn't have any litter, no toys, no bones, nothing. The owners gave water thinking it was enough to keep, and when the concerned people tried to explain to them that they had no right to do that, there was no reaction. The dog continued living miserably and tied to the chain. But the neighbours weren't going to give up. They wanted to help the unfortunate pet so much that they even planned to get to the neighbour's yard and take the dog away from them. But it was against the law, so the risky plan of salvation was cancelled. Fortunately, as in any children's fairy tale, good did win over evil, and the animal rights organisation Animal Advocates came to help. As soon as they found out about our heroine, they immediately went to the house and were shocked. When the workers saw the suffering the unfortunate creature was going through, they didn't hesitate for a second. The good people from the organisation quickly did all the paperwork and took the animal from her cruel owners. The cute dog received a warm bed, a lot of food and water. She was given not only a lot of love and kindness, but also a new name so that nothing would remind her of her previous terrible life. Now the unhappy shaggy dog was called Judith. A couple of days later, the animal was sent to visit an experienced veterinarian. Accustomed to living in constant fear, the dog feared the slightest rustling and could hardly walk. But it soon became clear that after 10 years spent under the heavy load of the iron chain, this was only a small part of the consequences. At first,